Welcome everyone. This is another episode of M.U.D TV. My name is Jermaine, and this is my daughter,
Felicia Wilson.
Nickname
Marcy.
Marcy. I always call her Marcy all the time and stuff like that.
Because he likes Marcy better because it's very short.
Yep, I'm what you call stupid, ain't it, sometimes. But at the same time, what we want to do discuss what happened last night. Trump did very well compared to what all the polls said.
We don't know about Joe Biden.
Yep. In Wisconsin, they said Trump had been losing by 17 points. He probably gonna only lose by 1 point. Michigan, Joe Biden was supposed to been up by 8 or 9 points. He's gonna probably win by 1 point. Pennsylvania, Joe Biden was up by 10 points as well. He's gonna win by 1 point. The polling was all the way off, and the reason why, because a lot of black voters didn't come out. And the reason why they didn't come out was you didn't offer anything. You cannot run an election on fear alone. And they found that out. And then guess what? They was offering a lot of Spanish-speaking people a lot of things, but Spanish people broke Trump away. 50% of Spanish personnel voted for Trump.
Yep.
Voted for Trump in Florida, in Texas. So let that sink in and everything like that.
And we don't know how many people voted for Biden.
We know, I think Joe Biden's going to win. He's going to win the popular vote and he's going to win the election.
But why is he going to win when he does bad things to us?
Yeah, but at the same time, people don't really care about somebody doing bad things because their mentality is, they don't really care because they programmed to get treated bad and stuff like that. It's like a woman in an abusive relationship, you know. And I always read it and stuff like that. When is somebody really sorry? When they stop doing the same, when they stop doing what they always did to you.
Kind of like when somebody was bullying me in school, but I didn't care. But they just knew that something was wrong because I told the teacher. So they just knew that something was wrong. So they just start being sorry for everything they did, and I accepted their apology.
And that's why, and that's when you know they truly sorry, when they actually stop doing it. And the thing about the bullying, that's what the Democratic Party does to us. Right now, what they're gonna do in this election, even though Joe Biden's gonna win, they're gonna blame the black males for not going all the way out to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Trump doesn't do that many stuff, but we know because Joe Biden might win.
Yep. So Trump may not does anything like that, but why would Trump is not going to do it. Trump
is kind of a person when a person saved a kid from a erupting volcano, and he's going like, look at the size of it.
Yep. Trump is Trump. We already understand that, but at the same time, as the Democratic Party, why would I come out and vote for you if you're not offering me anything? And the problem is, if you only telling me, you've been on the media for the last few months telling me that it's my fault if they don't win, that I need to come out and vote. And the only thing what they sold us to, they had us videos talking about the booties to the pole, booties to the pole. That what they sold us. They sold us WAP. They sold us booty to the pole. They put up all kind of in Memphis. They put up all these rappers and stuff like. They came to the black community with. Give me 1 second, Marcy.
The only reason why some people like the WAP and some people don't is because some people like twerking and some people don't.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a time and place for everything.
But like, it's kind of not for me, like not for teenagers either, because when they listen to it, it gets stuck in their head and they want to repeat the dance in front of their parents.
Yeah, but I don't want to see you doing no WAP in front of me. I'm just being honest with you.
I know, I don't want to do the WAP.
Yeah, but think about it. Why would you vote for somebody that and think about it with the Democratic Party? We had a chance with a Bernie Sanders for Medicare for all, student debt replacement. I have a wife with over $60-some thousand in student loans and stuff like that. So that been benefiting me. We had all kind of policies and stuff from a Bernie Sanders, but black people decided that we didn't really want that. We wanted somebody that ain't offering us anything. So we basically chose. We had one of the biggest riots. Give me 1 second. We had one of the biggest marches ever since the civil rights this year. And what did the Democrats do? They put up the guy with the 1994 crime bill, and they put up the person, the top cop in California and stuff like that. And think black girl magic was gonna work. So basically, they showed us a disdain for us and stuff like that. They didn't care about us. They didn't offer us anything. We had, and what commentators always do. I was watching a video one time, a news station, when they was talking to Kamala Harris, and they were talking, and they said, and they was talking to Barack Obama. They asked, so if the banks have issues and stuff, so you basically make policies. Give me 1 second, Mark. So you have issues with the bank, and they have problems. You're gonna build policies to help the bank. So they said, so if the black community is the lowest totem on the totem pole and stuff like that, why would you have policies that affect them? And they said, no, we can't do that. This is America. We got to help everybody. So when they want to focus on one particular group, they focus on that particular group. But when it comes to black people, we need to help everybody. People of colors, minorities and stuff. Them just so code words to mean other people instead of us. Right now, they were trying to give DACA. Right now, what's going to happen with the Democratic Party as well? They're going to wind up focusing on, if Joe Biden get in office, when he's getting in office, they're going to wind up focuses on legalizing a lot of legal immigrants and stuff like that to replace us during the voting block, because they already know we're not coming out at a big enough number. And to all the black people to tell us we're not really worried about the past, because black people actually did the policies as well. They voted for the 1994 crime bill as well.
Well, the reason why we're not going to vote for Cindy Hyde Smith.
She actually won last night.
She did?
Yes, Mike Espy and stuff like that got blowed out.
Oh.
Even though he was all on my YouTube page, Facebook page, and everything
Cindy Hyde Smith kind of deserves to vote, but kind of deserves to win, but at the same time, she doesn't, because...
No, she don't deserve to win, but at the same time...
Because she doesn't do anything for Mississippi, and Mississippi doesn't really want her to do anything.
Yeah, so they voted for not wanting her to do anything.
But Kamala Harris is a part of Biden, so I think both of them might win. But she does stuff for Biden, so it's kind of like a maid, or it's kind of like it's a slave.
Slave mentality and stuff like that. So you got Kamala as a slave. I don't know about that, but I do figure regardless, she'll be the vice president. But don't look for it. Right now, the Democrats thought they were going to win the House and the Senate and stuff like that, but now they're only going to keep the House. The Senate is still in Republican power. Joe Biden is still going to be in power. Let me go finish my... Joe Biden is still in power as well. So what's going to happen is they're going to focus on nothing but deficit. They're going to always try to cut. They're going to cut Medicare. They're going to cut Social Security. They're going to come up with another grand bargain. And what they're going to tell you, the Democratic Party going to tell you, we have to do this and stuff like that. And then think about it. In another 4 years, they're going to say, why we didn't get anything done for you and stuff like that, because the Republicans blocked us every way. So what you're telling me, Trump was able to get a few things done, but the Democrats wasn't able to get done because the Republicans blocked them. So why the Democrats didn't block Trump and stuff like that to stop him from getting a few things done? They playing the game. And the problem is, I see a lot of people on Facebook and a lot of other stations as well telling us, if you voted for Trump, you're not my friend. What kind of stuff is that? And the sad thing is, the politicians, after this election and stuff, they're going to go hang with Trump and party with him. The same ones that talking bad about him and stuff like that, you're going to see them in means, greens, in a few more years and stuff. When Trump is out of office, they're going to be the bestest friends at the end of the day. But you taking it more serious than they do, because you working on emotions. Emotions never got you anything. When you fight somebody, you never should be fighting somebody with emotions and stuff. You should always understand the job at task.
Like kind of that time when my mama told me and you about that girl fighting, but the black girl didn't win, but the white girl did. But the black girl thought it was so many people going at her when she only had 2 fists and she was just swinging her arms all over.
No, the black girl, the black girl in Holly Springs was fighting and stuff like that, and everybody was talking about it. It was some white lady winding up attacking a black young lady in Holly Springs.
The white lady started it because she said.
She confronted her. She ain't had no business doing what she did and stuff like that as well. But at the same time, videos like that, when people get to fighting, people are more inclined to look at them type of videos than look at something that's going to give them some type of nature. By the way, Mississippi legalized marijuana, medical marijuana and stuff like that. Oregon legalized all the drugs. They basically said no charges for any drugs you take, from cocaine and all this other type of mushrooms and stuff like that. So it's Florida passed the $15 minimum wage bill and stuff. So it's things happening and stuff like that that you actually don't need a president to do. It's ballot initiatives. Like I keep on telling you guys, you always need to go vote and stuff like that. Voting is important for city councils and all these other ballot initiatives. I won. So to all these people that voted for Joe Biden, voted for Trump, I always want to ask you that. Let me go and finish this. I want to ask you one question. So what did you get when you voted for him? What did you? And most of these people don't even know what they were voting for. I actually know what I was voting for, because I actually want to do some business in certain aspects for. I want to actually get a dispensary and stuff like that in Mississippi. That's why my residence at. So I was happy that Mississippi did that with the ballot initiative. But most of you guys don't even know who was on the ballot. They all don't know what Senate. Y'all only voted down ballot Democrat, and that's fine. But you gotta understand. So if you keep on going through the same thing and your city is still in poverty and stuff like that, and you still suffering and stuff, it's your fault. Because I'm gonna blame you because you didn't take the time to actually read what the person believed in on the ballot. You have anything left to say, Marcy?
So,
Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
So me and my daddy are a good person, and when he was in school, he never did anything bad. He always made A+. And when I was in school, I turned from A's into B's and D's and C's. But it's not because of the teachers. It's because me and my daddy just need to learn some more, and then I'll get that back in my head. And also, kind of like
you back in your report card said with A's and B's. So what you talking about? You had one D and F. We corrected them issues and stuff. We study a lot. So
I'm smart.
Yeah. So what goes in my household? We don't accept no A's and B. We only accept A's. We only go all A's and stuff in this household.
And we don't accept stupidity.
Nope. And why I say stupidity and stuff like that. It's not wrong.
Stupidity means that you are just playing around and not paying attention, and you also are not even willing to go to school and pay attention. So that's how you get bad colors, and that's how sometimes you get bad grades, because you don't pay attention.
Yep. All right. And my daughter she was telling me, my daughter watch a lot of news and stuff, and that's sad. I don't know if it's sad or it's good at the same time. She's 7 years old, and she be telling me when somebody, did you hear about this guy getting killed by the cops? Did you hear about Mike Epstein, Donald Trump and Biden and stuff like that? She comes to me and stuff like that, and I always tell all you guys on this station, make sure you guys educate your children about what's going on in the world and what's going on in the community as well.
And make sure you always know what your children are doing. Whenever you don't hear from them in a while, you call their names, and then when they come, you say, "Oh, well, I thought you was doing something you wasn't supposed to do." And then you go in their room and check what they were doing, and check in all their hiding spots. And if you find something, you might have to take it from them. But when I heard this thing, because when I started watching Inside Edition, I heard
you watching Inside Edition. My daughter watching Inside Edition. Keep on speaking.
And also I heard about this 13-year-old accidentally shooting himself in the head because his mother wasn't paying attention to him, and then she said she heard a big boom, and then she went there and she saw him in a pool of blood, and then her daughter screamed and said, "Mom, turn his phone off." And she proceeded to look at his phone. He was on Instagram Live. But that's not me. My dad hides his weapons from me because I'm a good person, even though if he didn't find it. Because if I found it, what would I do, Daddy?
You're not gonna find it. It's not your job. It's my job.
I know, but
keep it from you.
Yeah, but if I find it, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna touch it, and I'm not gonna proceed to go look closely at it. You never know when your child is like just going to take the gun. It was a 2-year-old.
That's sad.
Like the 2-year-old didn't know better, and he proceeded to get the gun and put it to his head and then shoot the trigger. He doesn't know any better.
And that's sad and stuff like that. And we pray for the family and everything as well and stuff like that. And hope the mothers
And
doing
my
better.
grandma dog named Coco died, and that was very sad because Coco always played with me.
Yeah, that was sad and stuff like that. We'd like to thank you for looking at our TV. Make sure you subscribe, leave comments and everything else. We'll be coming back
and
with you.
get this to how many likes?
10,000
likes.
My daughter wants 10,000 likes and stuff as well. So I like
if you get 10,000 likes, we'll do another video, and you're gonna be asking me questions, and I'll answer them yes or no.
Yes, I thank you guys for another episode of M.U.D TV. From Marcy to Jermaine. All right, bye.
Bye.